Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ben.
And I'm David.
And we are going to preview Thief's Hoard, coming soon to Kickstarter today.
Yes, we are.
Thief's Hoard is being published by Brass Engine Games. It's good for 2 to 8 players. It's appropriate for ages 12 and up, and takes about 15 minutes per player for a game. A museum of precious antiquities has just opened in a 19th century town in an alternate timeline. You and a band of thieves are descending upon the museum to try and take as many of these precious artifacts as you can. In fact, you've made an agreement with one another that if somebody can come out of the museum with $10,000 worth of these precious artifacts, then they can be named the most infamous thief of the town. Not only will you have to dodge other backstabbing thieves as you move through the museum, but you'll also have to dodge Pinkertons that are securing this brand new museum opening.
So, being from Missouri, I really like the fact that, it conjures the image of Jesse James and robbing banks and kind of that feel to it. And I really liked that, you're going to band together with your fellow thieves, but at the same time, you got to watch your back.
There's not a lot of components to the game, but there are a few different decks that the game is comprised of. We have a museum deck that contains all of the artifacts and some encounters with Pinkertons. And then there's prestige decks that are separated into different monetary values. And then there's a thief card deck that contains all the cards that drive a lot of the interaction of the game. There are heat cards that allow players to see how close they are to being arrested. And then there's a lead thief card to be passed around the table that keeps the round moving.
And the round phase cards make everything very easy to follow in case you get tripped up on where you are in the game.
Then there are these character cards. They all have a unique ability that gives them some sort of advantage in the game.
Each of the museum artifact cards is very well illustrated. The flavor text on them is very humorous. It's very well put together.
One of the things that I believe that a lot of playtesters have enjoyed about this game is the iconography on our thief cards. It's big, it's bold, it's simple, and it allows you to know exactly what the card does without having to read a lot of complicated descriptions. And the cards are still quite varied and do lots of different things within the game.
The starting layout for the game, everyone gets an alias card, a heat score card, a round phase reminder card, and also get a $2,000 artifact just to get the game rolling.
Then the prestige deck and the artifact deck and the thief deck are placed in the middle, and you're ready to go. The game is played in rounds, and there are 6 phases to each round, and we're going to give you a brief overview of what those rounds look like. Phase 1 is called Game Prestige. Every thief is going to gain an amount of prestige equal to what it says on their artifacts. So every artifact has a value that adds to the prestige that they're going to receive each turn.
Phase 2 is casing the joint. You take the top museum artifact card and flip it over. That leads right into Phase 3, which is bid or draw. And everyone at the table declares whether they're going to bid to steal or take a thief card.
Then we go into phases 4 and 5, which are lead thief phases, so only one player gets to act during these phases. Phase 4 is thieving battle, where the lead thief gets to choose one player to try and steal from, and then Phase 5, they have the opportunity to purchase additional thief cards.
Phase 6 is end of round. Check to see if anyone has won by gaining $10,000 worth of artifacts.
So there are some interesting things that make up how you play this game, and the first thing is the thief cards. The thief cards are important because they can be played at any time. Timing can be a very important factor in strategy when playing a game that has a take-that mechanic as Thief's Hoard does. In fact, the rules do say that the first card that hits the table is the one that's resolved first. So this game doesn't have thief cards that counter other thief cards. It's more of a whoever plays first is the one that gains that advantage. Yeah.
Stealing from the museum is another interesting mechanic. Here's how it works. You take any amount of prestige that you have and place a secret bid. The highest bidder will steal the artifact from the museum, but you have to be careful because any amount that you bid will automatically be spent, so you don't want to break the bank.
Thieving battles are another interesting aspect to the game. They happen quite often in the Thief's Hoard, and it uses random number generation through the thief cards. Every thief card has a number in the bottom right-hand corner, and when two thieves are battling over a artifact that one of them currently owns, They flip over the top card of the thief deck, and whoever has the higher steal value number wins and gets to either keep or steal the artifact that is being battled for.
One of my favorite elements of the game is the thief deck. There's so much that is it's chaotic, and yet it's very tactical at the same time. Which is, it sounds odd, but like if you can get the right cards in your hand, you can be a force to be reckoned with.
I like that this is compact. It doesn't take up much room, and this can be like a primer game. This is a great game to start out a night with, or maybe even end the night with, and just have something light and fun, and nothing that's too heavy. Just being able to have some laughs with your friends and just kind of poke at each other a little bit.
Definitely.
So again, this game is in pre-release form, so the images that you see on camera are not necessarily what you'll see in the end product of the game. It is still in development and will be coming to Kickstarter soon. So make sure you follow Brass Engine and support the game when it comes out, because this is a great fun game that I think everybody could have in their collection. Thanks for watching. I'm Ben.
And I'm David.
And keep those gears turning.
Are we doing and keep those gears turning, or just keep those gears turning?
Well, we said it at the same time. I call that a win.
Okay.
All right.